Growing up, I didn't have many good role models around. My dad was checked out. He wasn't present in our lives. I came to America from the Philippines when I was 2 months old. My dad was a military veteran. He served during the Vietnam War. I knew very little about his military experience. Most of my childhood was spent working. I wanted to join certain sports, but I just told him, I have to support my family, so I really can't join the basketball team. I always had it in me to help people. I eventually became a police officer for New York City Police Department. It meant a lot to me to be a sergeant in the NYPD because my dad was a sergeant in the Air Force. The most enjoyable part that I look back on my career was working with the youth. I saw opportunities that I could provide that I didn't have growing up. So I said, hey, maybe I could be that change. Growing up, I didn't know what my dad was dealing with because I didn't know about depression or PTSD. I couldn't talk to him because I didn't want to aggravate him. So we're just gonna put on this shirt, okay? You can do it, Dad. You're strong. We'll put on your shoes. All right, there we go. My dad had a stroke in 2015. It was hard for him to talk, walk. He was just laying in the bed most of the day, depressed. I was told by the doctors that if this continues, he won't be able to walk. So someone had to step up. I retired as a sergeant with the NYPD because my dad needed my help. A few years ago, I found an ammo box in my dad's belongings. And I opened it up and I saw a bronze star. I was like, wow, my dad's a hero. Now I'm starting to look at his paperwork. When he was in these bases that were in Vietnam, they were under attack. You could see what a young man at the time was going through, and he showed he didn't quit. He said he defended the base when it was under attack in Vietnam in Ben Hoa. When I knew my dad growing up, he wasn't really fighting for us, but now I saw like another person, and I was like, you know what, this guy fought for me. So that just instilled in me, like, I'm not gonna quit on him. It says you extended your tour for 30 days because I was gonna be born. Thank you, Dad. I realized I was my dad's caregiver when we went to a doctor's appointment. The doctor asked my dad, who cares for you? And my dad told the doctor, he does, my son. And that made me feel good because he acknowledged that I care for him. I've been going on 8.5 years taking care of my dad. It's important to take care of myself as a caregiver because if I'm not strong enough to help him out of bed, no one's gonna do it. I do things to recharge me, like Tai Chi and listening to classical music. The classical music makes me feel calm, and the Tai Chi helps me to just give some time to myself and to decompress. The Elizabeth Dole Foundation has given me that sense of you're not alone. They have so many areas they can help you with mentally, home care, financially. I'm so honored to be a Dole Caregiver Fellow because I get to share my story with others, and especially male caregivers, because there's a lot of male caregivers that don't acknowledge that they're a caregiver and need help. I'm grateful to pay it back to my dad. He did his part, and I'm gonna do my part.